This message is for the feminists. It's time to wake up. And I'm not talking about the third wave feminists. I'm not talking about any of the new feminists that are pooping eggs out of their vaginas in some sort of art display in the middle of a public square. I'm talking about actual real women, powerful women, the ones who understood the historical necessity to be able to vote and to be able to be alongside men in an equal manner intellectually. Women who are comfortable with being women. Whatever happened to being okay with being feminine? Whatever happened to being okay with being at home with your child and not power-hungry, crazy people that they think that wearing a vagina hat on their head is not a show of reactionary emotion? I mean, that is one of the most ironic things I've ever seen. Women are more emotional than men, and then they go marching in the streets with vagina hats on their heads in some reactionary case against Trump. How ironic is that? But anyway, so I'm talking about real women, real feminists that understand that we don't need to put men down to be a part of society, that we can work alongside one another, and that's what women wanted all along. So I'm not talking about the crazies. I'm talking about the Camille Paglias of our century. I'm talking about not Gloria Steinem, definitely not Gloria Steinem. Women who work hard every single day, whether they're a homemaker, whether they go out to work, no matter what you do, as a valuable woman, it's time to stand up and it's time to contact your state legislatures and it's time to figure out what we're gonna do about this madness going on with the transgender patriarchy. I know that sounds insane, but what's happening is a man decides they want to be a woman and they go to the doctor and poof, they're a woman. How crazy is that? They never experienced anything we experienced. Now, I'm sure they had hardships in their life and things they went through, but they never had women's issues. They've never experienced a single woman's issue in their entire life, and all of a sudden, poof, they're a woman. I think that's the most patriarchal thing you could do, is decide one day you're gonna be a woman. You're gonna take over my body and be a woman. Ridiculous. And then secondly, think about these little girls, think about sports, think about everything that's going on right now where males are faster, males are stronger. There's always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, men are biologically faster and stronger. We are allowing these boys and men to come into our sports and to take over. We can't even get first place spots anymore. We can't even get second place spots anymore because they're held by men. How in the world is this in any way progressing our society? So a man can tell me what to do, that's one thing. He can't just take my body and decide he's gonna be a woman. This is ridiculous. Nancy Pelosi is trying to pass the Equality Act, and that's what's going to change everything. You need to be stepping up and you need to be contacting your legislator, especially if you have children in this world, if you have little girls in this world. Why in the world should we be forced to share bathrooms with men? We have a men's bathroom and a women's bathroom for a reason. And that reason is there are opportunists in the world. There are rapists in jail. Look at all the interviews of serial killers and serial rapists. And 9 times out of 10, there were crimes of opportunity that led to this serial rapism or whatever it is that they do. Most of the time, it's an opportunity. Listen to all the interviews. There are some serial killers that plan things out. Look at Ted Bundy, for instance. He would wear a cast and he would pretend to be a victim so he could lure women to kill them. What's the man got to do now? He doesn't even have to have a reason. He can just be like, oh, I identify as this, so I'm going to go in this bathroom, and then he can snatch your child. And I know that sounds extreme, but it is an opportunity. We're creating opportunities for violence against women and creating opportunities for women to not have any incentive to go into sports or anything at all, to go into male-dominated things. And that's the reason we have a division in sports, just like we have a division with weights, heavyweight, boxing, things like that. We have a division between men and women because generally women are not as fast and not as strong. I think it's time we need to stop this transgender lunacy and patriarchy. If you want to be transgender, fine. But you do, as 1%, 2% of the population, you do not need to impose your values on every single other person in this country. And if you're a woman, it's time to stand up, contact your legislators, speak out. Don't be afraid anymore, because the time is coming where there's going to be the wrong side of history and the right side of history. I want to be on the right side of history. I want to say I tried something to help.